Republic of the Philippines, Department of the Interior and Local Government, Region 13, Caraga. Caraga, officially the Caraga Administrative Region or simply known as Caraga Region and designated as Region 13 as an administrative region in the Philippines, occupying the northeastern section of Mindanao. The region was created through Republic Act No. 7901 on February 23, 1995. The region comprises 5 provinces which Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Dinagat Islands, Surigao del Norte, and Surigao del Sur, and 6 cities which is Bayugan, Bislig, Butuan, Cabadbaran, Surigao, and Tandag, and 67 municipalities and 1,311 barangays. Butuan is the most urbanized city in Caraga, serves as the regional administrative center. So let's go to the history of Caraga. Caraga can be traced back to the 15th century when explorers discovered the existence of Calagans. Believed to be of Visayan origin, is one of the 3 districts in Mindanao. The word Caraga originated from Visayan word Calagan, Calag meaning is soul or people, and An meaning land. The Calagans has a long history of being brave and fearless. Thus, the region was called by early chroniclers as the land of the brave and fierce people. And the Calagans, called Caragans by the Spaniard, occupied the district composed of the 2 provinces of Surigao, the northern part of Davao Oriental and eastern Misamis Oriental. The 2 Agusan provinces were later organized under administrative jurisdiction of Surigao and became the independent Agusan province in 1914 to 1960. Surigao was divided as Norte and Sur, and in June 1967, Agusan followed suit, while Butuan then was just a town of Agusan. The logging boom in 1950s drew business and businessmen to the area. On August 2, 1950, by virtue of Republic Act 523, the city charter of Butuan was approved. And let's proceed to geographical location. Region 13 or the Caraga Administrative Region is the newest region created under Republic Act No. 7901, approved on February 23, 1995. It consists of the provinces of Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Surigao del Norte, and Surigao del Sur. Its cities are Surigao and Butuan. It has a land area of 18,847 square kilometer. Butuan Bay and Surigao Strait surround it on the north of the Philippine Sea on the east. To the south are the Davao provinces and Misamis Oriental and Bukidnon on the west. Its proximity to other growth areas such as the Cagayan, Iligan Corridor, and the Davao Gulf Economic Zone is an advantage.
Cultural groups. Majority of the inhabitants of the region are Visayans lineage. The ethnic residents include the Manobo, the Mamanwa, Banwaon, Kamayo, Higaaynon, Umaynamnon, at Calagan. Ibig sabihin, karamihan sa mga naninirahan sa rehiyon ay may lahing Bisaya. Kabilang sa mga etnikong residente ang Manobo, Mamanwa, Banwaon, Kamayo, Higaaynon, at Umaynon, at Calagan. Ang ibig sabihin ng Mamanwa, ito'y tulad ng iba pang grupo ng mga Negrito ng Pilipinas ay nagmula sa mga unang taong naninirahan na nakarating sa Pilipinas sa pamamagitan ng paglalakad. Hanggang sa 50,000 na taon na ang nakakalipas, sila ay kabilang sa mga una at totoong aborigines ng Pilipinas at kasama ng iba pang katulad na populasyon ng Australoid. Kinakatawan nila ang isang partikular na lahi ng Homo sapiens nakatutubong Indo-Malaysian Archipelago. Ang ibig sabihin po naman ng Manobo, ito po yung tribo ng Manobo ay mayaman sa kultura sa mga tradisyonal na kasanayan gamit sa panggamot, pagkakaiba-iba at tradisyonal na kaalaman batay sa kanilang hinterlands at bulubunduking rehiyon sa katimugang bahagi ng Pilipinas at namumuhay ng masalimuot na pamumuhay na nakadepende sa agrikultura at mga halaman sa kagubatan. Ang ibig sabihin naman ng Banwaon, kung tawagin ay kinikilala bilang kabilang sa mga pinakamalaking tribo sa Agusan del Sur na ang kanilang populasyon ay mga bilang na 12,000 noong 2006. Sila ay mataas na nagsasalita ng nangingibabaw na wikang Cebuano at tinuturing na may kaugnayan sa grupong etniko ng Manobo. Ayan lamang po ang mga ibig sabihin ng iba pang mga cultural groups. It is reported that during the early years of the Caraga region, its inhabitant came from mainland Asia followed by Malayans, Arab, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, and Americans. Migrants from the Visayas and Luzon province later settled in the area. Most of its inhabitants speak the Cebuano dialect and reside in the rural areas. Iniulat noong mga unang taon ng rehiyon ng Caraga, ang mga naninirahan daw po doon ay nagmula sa mainland Asia na sinundan ng mga Malayan, Arab, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish at American na maglao naninirahan sa lugar ang mga migrante mula sa mga lalawigan ng Bisaya, Luzon. Karamihan sa mga naninirahan dito ay nagsasalita ng Cebuano dialect at naninirahan sa mga rural na lugar. Cultural groups. The majority of the inhabitants of the region are Visayans heritage. The province is a home to several minority groups totaling 675,722 in 1995, representing 34.7% of the region's population. Most numerous were the Manobos with 294,284 or 43.55% of the total population of ethnic minorities. Other cultural groups in the region with significant population were the Kamayo, Higaynon, Banwaon, Umayamnon, and Mamanwa. Karamihan daw po sa mga nanirahan sa rehiyon ng pamaan na daw ng Bisaya. At ang kabuang populasyon ng mga etnikong minorya ay 294,284 o 43.55%. Ang iba pang pangkat ng kultura sa rehiyon na may makabuluhang populasyon ay ang Kamayo, Higaynon, Banwaon, Umayamnon at Mamanwa. Most member of these cultural groups reside in the province of Agusan del Sur. Language. Surigaynon is the primary language that is inherent to the region, is spoken by 33.21% of the households, followed by Butuan Non by 15%, Kamayo by 7.6%, and Manobo by 4.73%. Cebuano is widely spoken by 33.79% of the household in the region. The rest speak Buholanon by 5.87%, Hiligaynon by 2.87%, other dialects by 7.20%. Ang Surigaynon daw po ay pangunahing wika ng likas na rehiyon ay sinasalita ng 33.21% ng mga kahabahayan na sinusundan daw po ng Butuanon, Kamayo, Manobo, Cebuano, Buholanon, Hiligaynon at iba pang mga dialekto. Surigaynon is a local Philippines language spoken in the province of Surigao del Norte and Surigao del Sur and some portion of Agusan del Norte, especially in town near Mainit Lake. Ang Surigaynon ay isang lokal na wika sa Pilipinas na sinasalita sa mga lalawigan ng Surigao del Norte at Surigao del Sur at ilang bahagi ng Agusan del Norte, lalo na sa bayan ng malapit sa Mainit Lake. Ang halimbawa po ng Surigao language ay ang warada po ay nating. Ang tagpasuan kay langkahi I feel hot because it's humid. Tagtignaw ako I feel cold. Pag tagutom naman po, I am hungry. Pag tag-uhaw ako, I am thirsty.
Glories of the past. The Calagans, called Caragans by the Spaniards, occupied the district composed of the two provinces, which is the northern part of Davao Oriental and eastern Misamis Oriental. The two Agusan provinces were later organized under the administrative jurisdiction of Surigao and became the independent Agusan province in 1940. In 1960, Surigao was divided into Norte and Sur, and in June 1967, Agusan followed suit. While Butuan then was just a town of Agusan, the logging boom in the 1950s drew business to the area. On August 2, 1950, by virtue of Republic Act No. 523, the city charter of Butuan was approved. And during the early years of the Caraga region, its inhabitants came from mainland Asia at nasundan naman ito ng mga Malayans, Arabs, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, and Americans. Migrants from the Visayan and Luzon provinces later settled in the area, and most of its inhabitants ay nasasalita ng Cebuano and reside in the ritual areas. Agusan March is near Bunawan in the interior of northeastern Mindanao Island, Agusan del Sur province. It is a vast complex of freshwater marshes and watercourses with numerous small shallow lakes and ponds in the upper basin of Agusan River and its tributaries. Caguate White Beach is a local's favorite place in Surigao del Sur. It has fine white sands and a lovely beach where families and friends can enjoy all together. Caguate Beach is located in Caguate, Surigao del Sur, around 30 km from Tandag City. Tinoyan Falls is a multi-tiered waterfall in Bislig, Surigao del Sur, in the southern island of Mindanao, Philippines. Tinoyan is a white water curtain that flows in 3 levels, with a 4th tier hidden from view, and is said to be the widest waterfall in the Philippines. Lake Mainit, lake on the borders of Surigao del Norte and Agusan del Sur provinces, northeastern Mindanao, Philippines. Its outlet is the Tubay River, which flows southward before entering Butuan Bay of the Mindanao Sea. Cansilad Beach Resort is a resort in Caraga. Cansilad Beach Resort is situated northeast of Lianga. Kung usapang pagkain naman, ito naman ang mga famous food sa Surigao. Ang una na dito ay ang sayungsong. Ito ay isang traditional Filipino steamed rice cake from Surigao del Norte and other areas of the Caraga region of northwestern Mindanao, as well as the southern Visayas, where it is known as sarungsong or alisuso. It is distinctively served in cone-shaped banana leaves. Sayungsong is a type of puto. Adobong sahang or spider shells with scientific name lambis corfios. Ito ay isang pagkainan na pwede ding pagkunan ng source of protein. People living on the seaside of Cebu, Bohol, and Surigao usually offer such delicacy. When we visited Daco Island, the local residents offered us their famous gourmet, the adobong saang. The local resident that offered us the said delicacy showed that the main ingredient saang is from a fresh touch. Puot-puot ginamos is a unique and tasty treat from Surigao. This flavorful delicacy is made of small fishes locally known as puot-puot, available at Surigao's best. The next one is the kinilaw. It is a local delicacy consisting of raw fish marinated in citrus, vinegar, or coconut milk mixed with spices.
Surgeon stands for South Cotabato, Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, and General Santos. Surgeon is formerly known as Central Mindanao, is an administrative region of the Philippines, located in South Central Mindanao. It is numerically designated as Region 12. The name is an acronym that stands for the region's 4 provinces and 1 highly urbanized city. Ano nga ba ang mga ipagmamalaking tourist spot at tourist attractions ng Surgeon? First is Lake Cebu. Cool climate all year round, 7 waterfalls, the 7 Falls Zip Line Adventure, Tinalak Weaving, and the Tivoli Tribe, and the 3 lakes namely Lake Cebu, Lake Lahit, and Lake Seloton. All this and more can be found and experienced in the town dubbed as the summer capital of the southern Mindanao. Lake Cebu was also named as one of the Philippines' top 10 emerging destinations in 2013. Lake Cebu, officially the municipality of Lake Cebu, is a first-class municipality in the province of South Cotabato, Philippines. According to the 2020 census, it has a population of 81,221 people. The best-selling Lonely Planet described Lake Cebu as a place located in a bowl of forests and mountains. Lake Cebu is one of the Philippines' most important watersheds and a major provider of irrigation to the provinces of Sultan Kudarat and South Cotabato. It is located in the ancestral domain of the Tivoli and Ubo tribes. The DOT has promoted the lake as one of the prime ecotourism destinations in Mindanao. The next tourist attraction is Asik-Asik Falls, located in Alamada, Cotabato Province. Asik-Asik Falls is a curtain-like spring falls that is about 200 meter wide. And another thing about Asik-Asik Falls, this wondrous waterfall rushing down a green-covered mountain wasn't discovered until 2010. Streams of pristine water rushing down a mountain cliff covered woolly in green makes for a stunning image. And the judges of a national photography contest held in 2012 in the Philippines clearly thought so too. They awarded a photo of the Asik-Asik waterfalls in the mountainous Alamada region, and in doing so announced the existence of this natural wonder to the world. The picture went viral on social media and Filipinos were stunned by this discovery. The beautiful falls has been unknown to the public for a remarkably long time. The residents of the nearby village of Sintio Dulao had only come across the site 2 years earlier, after a series of floods and forest fires destroyed a significant chunk of the forest that was hiding it. And next spot is White Sand Beaches of Glan, Sarangani. Situated mostly in Gumasa, these white sand beaches in Glan is where Sarangani Bay Festival or Sabay Fest, the biggest beach party in the country, is being held every year. And another fun fact about White Sand Beaches Sarangani, Glan Sarangani Minda News 22 on August. Over the years, tens of thousands of local tourists have been flocking annually to this idyllic century-old town, largely due to its fine white sand beaches in Barangay Gumasa, which is being hyped as the Boracay of the South. But beyond the famous beaches in Gumasa lies another charming, powdery white sand coastline still in very pristine condition that offers no frill, adventures, and chill time away from the urban jungle. Next spot is Baras Bird Sanctuary. The sanctuary is located just 7 kilometers away from Tacurong City proper. Another fun fact about Baras Birds. The birds have made his farm their permanent address. It was an avian explosion. Ray Malana, a former seaman, own a 1.3-hectare patch of riverside proper corn farm in Tacurong City. One morning in 1996, he spotted 4 egrets perched on a tree inside his property. The birds flew away later than day, only to return with a few more winged compassions. The cycle repeated every morning over 5 years with another species coming in. And right before Malana's eyes, their numbers skyrocketed to 20,000 before he knew it. His block peppercorn farm could no longer function. The birds has taken over the farm, but Malana, a nature lover, did not have any intention of shooing them away. The next tourist attraction is Grand Mosque in Cotabato City. Located in Cotabato City, the Masjid Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah, or the Grand Mosque, is the biggest and grandest mosque in the country. The Grand Mosque of Cotabato is officially the Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah Mosque. Is situated in Cotabato City and is the largest mosque in the Philippines with the capacity to accommodate 15,000 people. The mosque is located in Barangay Kalanganan 2 in Cotabato City. It is also the second largest mosque in the Southeast Asia after the Istiqlal Mosque of Indonesia. Next is Lake Agco in Kidapawan City. Coined as the Garden of Eden of Kidapawan City, this popular destination is located in Barangay Ilomabis at the foot of Mount Apo. Lake Agco is frequented by tourists because of the breathtaking view of the boiling lake, the mud pool, and the hot and warm pools in nearby resorts. Lake Agco, coined as the Garden of Eden of Kidapawan City, this lake and the surroundings environs is considered a natural spa village. It is a steaming hot lake which sulfuric mud is used for the mud spa applied by the monobos on the visitors who would like to try it. Along with the natural steam and hot bath, one of the most visited scenic spots at the foot of Mount Apo, surrounded by mountain ranges. Mount Apo is a protected area and is the top climbing destination in the country. Next is Whitewater River Tubing in Maitum. Experience the heart-pounding 1.6 km Whitewater River Tubing adventure in Pangi River, one of the cleanest rivers in the country. White River, with the goal of exploring the western part of Sarangani. Our team headed to our first stop in Maitum, Sarangani. What's so special about this town is that it offers a popular sports activity known as whitewater tubing. This sport activity almost has the same thing as what whitewater rafting offers, only that adventurers like us will have to sit on a tube while taking on the mighty currents of the river. And oh, did I mention that is an individual adventure, not that you take it out of on your own because you have your guide at your back, but you can propel against the water together with your bodies like what whitewater rafting usually does. Next spot is Tivoli, South Cotabato. Visit this town in South Cotabato named after the Tivoli tribe. Experience nature and its best by climbing Mount Melibingoy and enjoy an overnight stay in Lake Holon. The crater lake of Mount Melibingoy is a favorite camping destination for adventure enthusiasts and was adjudged one of the cleanest inland body of water in the country. Other attractions in Tivoli includes Bangeb, Hidak Falls, Lamhaku, Hot Springs, and many others. Tivoli official. The municipality of Tivoli is a first-class municipality in the province of South Cotabato, Philippines. According to the 2015 census, it has a population of 91,453 people. The town is named after the indigenous native themselves, the Tivoli people. A Tivoli legend tells that the Tivoli are descendants of the survivors of a great flood. A man named Diwata warned the people of an impending great flood, but the tribe refused to listen, except for two couples, La Bebe and La Lomi, and Tampeles and La Kajaf. Next spot is Mount Apo. The country's highest mountain peak, Mount Apo, can be accessed by the trails into the Pawan City, Magpet, and Makilala towns in North Cotabato. Mount Apo, also known locally as Apo Sandawa, is a large solfataric dormant stratovolcano on the island of Mindanao, Philippines, with an elevation of 2,954 meters above sea level. It is the highest mountain in the Philippine archipelago and 24th highest peak of an island on Earth. Mount Apo, active volcano, south central Mindanao, 20 miles and 32 kilometers west of Davao City. It is the highest point in the Philippines, rising to the 9,692 feet. And the last tourist attraction is Mount Matutum. Located in South Cotabato, Mount Matutum is Sargen region's most notable landmark. At its base is a vast pineapple plantation which spans more than 12,000 hectares. Enjoy taking pictures or climb to its peak. Fun fact about Mount Matutum. Matutum is an active stratovolcano approximately 5.7 kilometers from Akmonan, Tupi, South Cotabato, Philippines. Matutum and its foothills are predominantly inhabited by indigenous Blan families. The name Matutum is derived from the Blan term Amiak Male, that means climb and plant. The forested slopes of this majestic mountain are covered with huge ferns, trees, and plants that abundantly grow in the wild and are the host to diverse animal and plant species, including national bird and the Philippine eagle.